Ellsworth was established in 1867 when the Union Railroad completed laying down its tracks. The settlement grew quickly to a population of 2,000. Businesses rushed in to accommodate Ellsworth's needs. By the use of newspaper advertisements, the cattle drovers started to drive their herds to Ellsworth in a Sheriff Wood, the county sheriff. The town had its problems. When the cattlemen made their pilgrimage to Ellsworth, the population doubled. There was 1,500 drovers, plus the gamblers, the whores, the gunslingers, the business owners, and opportunists that converged. Ellsworth alone had 30 saloons. 5 men were playing cards in the Joe Brennan saloon. An argument broke out. Sheriff Wood decided to calm down the potential gunfighters himself. He and the Thompsons were, after all, on friendly terms. The Thompsons had set up shop running poker games at Brennan's saloon. Whitney did just that, settled them down, and bought them all 5 a drink. He left, but did not get far. The front door of the saloon bursted open. Billy had a shotgun and could barely walk, let alone stand. He was challenging the other men. Whitney came back over. The shotgun was pointed in his direction, and Whitney asked Billy repeatedly to please put the weapon down. Billy did not. Suddenly, Billy started to fall or slip, and all we could hear was a shotgun blast. Whitney was mortally wounded. He called out for his wife, then collapsed in a slow, painful death that would take over the course of 2 days. Ben called out to his brother, "For Christ's sake, Billy, get out of town." He took the shotgun away and had his brother mount his horse. Billy took his time, left quietly. Meanwhile, Ben was challenging the town to come out and fight him. He was holding down the town at bay so his brother could escape. Behind him, there was a bunch of Texas drover friends, all ready to help. Happy Jack tried to sneak up and shoot Ben, but was seen. Ben took a shot of him with his rifle. The bullet missed. Finally, policeman Ed Hogue made the arrest after Ben Thompson laid down his arms. There was hell to pay for the death of Sheriff Whitney. Cad Pierce offered a $1,000 bounty, round up the town police force. His intent was to kill them both. He was a rancher from Texas and well respected. The day after he put out word about this offer, Cad Pierce was shot and killed by Ed Crawford, the town's chief of police. The following day, Neil Kane, another member of the card game, was chased out of town by all 3 deputies. Happy Jack Marco was fired for his involvement in the initial fiasco. 2 months later, he was gunned down by newly appointed policeman Charlie Brown. Happy Jack failed to follow orders to disarm himself and died for it. Policeman Ed Hogue, who arrested Ben, was under dire threats of death by Texas drovers. He packed up and left town, never to be heard of. The town formed a vigilante group, actively went after the Texas cowhands. Notes went out, "Get out of town or else." Months later, in 1883, after the death of Sheriff Whitney, Ed Crawford, the chief of police who killed Cad Pierce, who had ignored all the threats against his life while entering a brothel, was shot and killed. Many believe it was done by the brother-in-law of Pierce. This is but one story, and a horrific one, Sheriff Whitney of Ellsworth, Kansas, named then and still remembered by historians as the wickedest cow town in Kansas.